I realized his week 13 game number 6
From U.S. Bank
of
Stadium
the
in
2021
Minneapolis,
NFL season. It is between
this
the
is
Jacksonville Jaguars going up against the Minnesota Vikings. We are at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minnesota. Now let's go and see you all after the game.
We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Leadership skills apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college, where he was a 3-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans, and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there, and actually capped off his career with a big comeback in a bowl game before going off to the NFL.
A first down throw for Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins will quickly to field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cousins. And he's got the hook out. And we take him down before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A First carry down for Dalvin Cook. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And that's right here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Cousins. That one against the field complete. And he's going to have first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 19. They're going to pick up there at 20 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Cousins gives way to Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, but that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Just throws Cousins. Lifting the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Looking out of the gun, Cousins. Take it down to 25.
Competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays and give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between let him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Bailey's kick is good. And the Vikings snap 3 of the lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but then take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Fielded with a couple of yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Jaguars ready to go offensively for the first time with Gardner Minshew, former 6th-round pick at QB.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it. It gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Short pass, Eifert now receiving it. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground with a tight end. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun is Minshew. And Eifert has it. And they get him down the line before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Minshew to throw to the left side here for Eifert. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That with a first down pickup of 8. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run here with Robinson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Minshew. And it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
That's a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he's going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys did come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
For mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completed to the right side, it's Eifert. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. And that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays down.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gardner Minshew on target to DJ Chark. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now KJ Osborne. And he'll take that past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten to the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. First down. Here's Cousins. And what that pass at the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. But that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And getting this just shy of midfield spot at the 49. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, it's Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 over there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Cousins to Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That complete. Right side. The tight end Rudolph. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Incomplete. The rookie Allen lost it there, and it'll be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing. Cousins. To the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. And third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, Cousins. And Cook has it left side. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside and break it inside. Really well run.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. To the air again, it's Cousins. Defense holds serve, 4th down.
These guys had to set up for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time free here. Not the worst thing in the world. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Knocked it through. And get it back with a point at 7-6. So a dozen plays on that drive CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try to add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. To the left side here for Eifert. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Minshew sets to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get that for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. to risk another sack. They'll play it safe on the run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now where do you want to go with your timeouts? On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. J.J. Osborne deep for Minnesota. Yards on the punt there. The Vikings will take over here first and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Cousins down a throw on first down. The crossing route complete. That's Johnson. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Cousins now from the 50. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 and a top-flight first down. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out come the Jaguars now as they're going offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, kill him with something else.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the lot. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Here's Minshew. Short pass, Eifert receiving it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. Now they get fourth down after a loss of 1.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They run again on first down. And he'll be correct right around the 34. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
The third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into the hands of Thielen, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they obviously wrecked man covers their partner, and he got downfield. broke down the defender, made him think. Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then it curls back inside for the completion.
A 10th carry in the game for Clark. It's down to the 40-yard line. Tackle goal. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Working out the gun, Cousins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Cousins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 19. It's a pickup of 16 there and a lead to a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There's absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Finding Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
The question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Touchdown. So, Kirk Cousins have a connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
That worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Cousins now. And this is so they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now we take it about a yard deep. And they're coming down right up to 25-yard lines, and the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set to throw from the gun. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So it just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Down the gun is Minshew.
What I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on the punt for Jacksonville. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I'm going to keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
They run it again with Cook. And down he'll go at the 25. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The first run for the backup of Doyle. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Cousins.
Ten open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. There's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Taking about the 16. Total 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So Minshew and the Jaguars down 14-7. A minute 38 to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up first and 10. Back to throw. Short pass, Langford on the receiving end. A gain of 6 there on first.
I like what they did there, still keeping the tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
And Minshew going to get him to the line quickly. He's back to throw. It's Keelan Cole complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First down now with that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. But it's incomplete. Fiscal should know if the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. And not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was able to get that with Chris Thompson. And it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And It's good. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now?
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Lambo to add on the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. 5 plays there on that drive. And a touchdown and E18 mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And now we'll tap another return as he'll get this to about the 23. And out now come the Vikings. They like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Now Cousins. Trying to outrun incomplete. It's Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's caught, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Cousins. Jefferson the 2 again. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. For the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Cousins to throw. Here we go. That's to avoid overtime. And it will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, The other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They control their destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not lead up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
And as we said, they control their own destiny now. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Come on! First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And we'll get this only up to about the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they're going with some extra beef up front. They've got to have this one in overtime. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it down with Robinson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dark ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, certain sure. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. First down. It's Thompson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now a first throw here in overtime. It's Carter right side by Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Looking to throw it. Minshew to Thompson on the screen. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run. Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. officially no gain on the play, and second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They just have to straight for the quarterback. That's good recognition on that play. They're having a good game.
And it's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Minshew. He's got it complete to Thompson. Yeah, nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position. Make sure we don't lose the game here. Turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
The Cook now on a punt as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. And we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that hole right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. What can Cousins do in the OT? That's incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. That is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
The one with the time look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. It's going to go on the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last run.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense
25 before we're going out. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Remember on their last drive, they had that pass play for a touchdown, and here they come out firing again. This play's not quite as good in the end result, but still good enough for a quick first down.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He finds Sharp. Yeah, they'll go on the bounce after taking a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 2nd down now. It's Robinson. And he'll be free down on the 34-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Again, it's Robinson. He's got a first down about 12 inside the 20. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 and a first down.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here at overtime. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the outlines. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
Alright guys, there you have it. The Jaguars winners with the Vikings 17-14. I'm going to end the show and I'll be back tomorrow for another live show. So please like and subscribe. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good day and night.